Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. With Season 6 coming up here for MW2 Warzone and DMZ, we are of course going to see another major weapons update. Basically what is going to be our penultimate weapons update, with the final one coming with Season 6 Reloaded in the Haunting event in just a few weeks time. But currently we already have a handful of confirmed details on this weapons update itself, some of the new additions, and then likely what to expect with the weapon buffs and nerfs coming alongside this as well, with the various meta changes that are going to be happening across the board. So as we jump into all the details today, if you are new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with all things going on in COD, whether it's news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns, you name it, it's going to be right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button. Join us on the road ultimately to 1 million subscribers. And if you enjoy this video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. Much love to all those who take the time to do so. But initially here with Season 6, obviously because it's a new season, we've got some new weapons releasing, although the reveal for these weapons was a bit different this time around. It seems like they might be hiding some information from us potentially, and I'll talk more on that here in just a moment. But we obviously do have a handful of confirmed weapons debuting with Season 6 at launch right away. We're going to see some fun new additions, the first of which is the TR-76 Geist Assault Rifle. And the description that they have for this reads as follows: a hard-hitting bullpup assault rifle, yes, another bullpup rifle in MW2 and Warzone, chambered in 7.62 by 3.9. Highly modular, this weapon system can be adapted to fit a wide range of tactics and combat scenarios. The TR-76 Geist packs one hell of a punch, dealing solid damage with a moderate fire rate. Its compact design supports manageable recoil too, making for a rock-solid foundation before accounting for gunsmith. Cater to its higher damage profile by focusing on attachments that improve mobility and handling, or equip its custom 10-round semi-automatic modification for even higher damage and greater precision. Excel at greater distances with a mid-range optic, or equip a dot sight and laser for close quarters play. However you build the TR-76 Geist, you'll find it a worthy addition to the assault rifle category, offering a reliable and aggressive weapon that'll perform admirably in the challenges ahead. And of course, if you just look at the TR-76 Geist itself, it looks very similar to the Ram 7 or the TAR-21, so it might be a bit nostalgic to throw this thing on and jump into some gameplay with it. For the unlock on this one, this is going to be available for free in the Battle Pass for Season 6. You don't have to buy the pass by any means. It's going to be in one of the free sectors, so you just go through, unlock it enough to get to that sector, complete the individual rewards, and you'll end up unlocking this and having it available there. There probably will also be a store bundle featuring this as well, though, for what it's worth. Now, our next weapon, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not as excited about, because it seems like it's another case of them just doing the bare minimum in some instances. It's the ISO 9mm SMG. Yes, we've got another ISO SMG in the game. So we've got two Lockman subs that are basically the same thing. We've got the ISO 45 already, and now we've got the ISO 9. This again is going to be available for free in the Battle Pass, just like the Geist there, so you don't have to pay to unlock this if you don't want. And the description of this one reads as follows: sweep the battlefield clean with this high fire rate, maneuverability, and exceptional steadiness of this 9mm SMG. Keep the darkness at bay with this Spitfire SMG, the latest addition to the ISO platform. This weapon favors speed over long-range lethality, so do what it takes to get up close and on target fast. Throw on a 50-round drum for sustained firepower, and pair it with a laser and a grip that improve hip fire accuracy. If you prefer snappy precision, boost its ADS speed and equip a dot sight. With a weapon that handles this well, you've got options as long as you keep it close. Operators seeking a rapid-fire SMG to spray down enemies should look no further than the ISO 9mm. So basically the description here sounds like it's going to be a very, harsh damage drop-off. It'll be really good in like maybe the first 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 meters, and then drop off a bit more significantly. Maybe more similar to like the MP5, because the ISO 45, as we know, is crazy broken. It's got insane range for an SMG. This one sounds a little bit more just close range based. Also, because it is an ISO platform sub, it's going to introduce some new attachments that you can also use on the ISO 45 as well, so just keep that in mind. Then next up, another launch weapon that we're going to be seeing here with Season 6 is the Dual Commas melee weapon. And yet again, this is going to end up being available through the Battle Pass for free. So in total, if you go after the Battle Pass right away, if you buy it, or if you're just going through the free sectors, you're going to have 3 new weapons available to use through that alone. But at the end of the day, the Dual Commas are just melee weapons. So obviously they're pretty limited. They're pretty niche here in the grand scheme of things when you're focusing on the overall meta. But for the description here, they say, cut down your enemies with each swing of these curved and deadly blades. Shave your enemies down to size with the dual wield commas. These sickle-shaped bladed weapons slice through enemies in their viciously sharp curved blades, making them perfect for close quarters mayhem. Equip them and reap the rewards of their deadly precision. I mean, it's just going to be like a knife, basically, but the swing speed might be a bit different and they're going to look a little bit cooler, right? But for launch, those are the 3 weapons that we've now got confirmed. Obviously, the mid-season update, as I mentioned, with the haunting events and everything, Season 6 Reloaded, as it's also known, is going to include a weapons update as well, although this one is a bit more secretive than in seasons past, because currently the only revealed weapon update for Season 6 Reloaded is the Doom Chainsaw, which is yet another melee weapon, and this is going to be available through a bundle in mid-season, and it's basically just a crossover with Doom. It's going to be a Doom crossover bundle available, which is definitely a nice change of pace for melee weapons. It's going to be a bit different here and probably a bit louder as well. You might be able to hear somebody running up on you with this, so maybe it's pay to lose. We'll have to see. If you hear like the the charge up of a chainsaw in the background and you're like, oh, okay, this guy's running at me from my right, probably going to avoid going over there. Maybe you might not want to be using the chainsaw as much. But what's interesting here is that there's no detailed ranged weapon for the mid-season update, which we usually see 1 to 2 of. So it's a bit strange that they haven't revealed that. You may recall, if you throw it back to the leaks for Season 6, the Bruin or the Serval LMG was one of those leaked options right alongside the commas and the ISO. So maybe they're just keeping that a secret for now. And then once we get closer to the launch of the Reloaded update and the haunting event, then they're going to be like, oh, hey, and by the way, new LMG dropping, because as it stands right now, we have yet to see a new LMG debut this entire year for MW2, DMZ, and Warzone. Anyway, outside of the actual new weapons update coming with Season 6, we also know we're going to have a meta update with Season 6 too. This is going to include a handful of buffs and nerfs for various weapons. The full details will be coming with the patch notes, but they have sort of alluded to some changes that might be coming here. The most obvious one is that more than likely the Signal 50 is going to be restricted in ranked play or nerfed in some capacity, because they already said previously they were monitoring the Signal 50's efficiency in ranked because everyone was using it, and then obviously we saw World Series of Warzone. The thing was being used and abused and spammed like crazy, and most of the ranked players there were already advocating for it being restricted. So very possible that that ends up being removed from the ranked meta in a sense. Other long range things we might want to look out for is probably some rifle buffs to again keep up with the LMGs. The long range meta is definitely LMG dominant right now, and assault rifles in general are kind of lackluster. They're all decent and they're versatile to a certain extent, but they're really not that consistent as opposed to the LMGs, and especially with the new one dropping with the Geist, hopefully they add in some changes there to make them a bit more competitive. Close range, really, my eyes are on the ISO 45. For one, as I discussed earlier, it's the do-it-all SMG. The MP5 and the ISO are so similar for the first, 8, 9, 10 meters, but then outside of that, the ISO wins every single day of the week. So it's a little bit too dominant in that regard. Plus, with the ISO 9mm dropping, obviously they're going to want you to go into the battle pass and unlock that and play the game to level that up. So would not be surprised at all if the ISO 45 caught some nerfs, so that one, we have a bit more of a balanced SMG meta, but also so that the ISO 9mm can shine a bit more, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, with all that being said, that is effectively everything we currently know about the Season 6 weapons update coming to Modern Warfare 2, Warzone, and DMZ this week. Once we have the full-on patch notes with all the weapon changes, meta updates, and everything like that, you guys know I'm gonna have you covered, so stick it here for that alongside everything else going on in COD by making sure you are subscribed with those noties turned on. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and drop a like on it on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.